Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Someday I'll Have a Podcast. My name is Ren. I am your host every time that you click on this podcast. Today, we're talking about the holidays. I'm going to try not to get so freaking emotional. And I want to talk about the holidays. I want to bring the holiday cheer. It's really weird because now that I've been living in California, it doesn't feel like the holidays because it is not cold or snowy. And I'm not saying that you necessarily need cold or snowiness, but having grown up in the Midwest, this is different for me. This is weird, truthfully. It's a little bit odd. And so I'm really trying to do everything I can to like embrace the holidays and make it feel like the holidays, as I keep continuing to say the holidays. So anyway, let's get into it. I also, for this episode, I took some listener stories, which I'm so excited about because what better way to share and spread the holiday cheer than to literally share and spread it with those around us. But I think first I want to talk about like my experiences, just a little bit, the things that always made the holiday so special for me. Yeah, man, it's funny because I feel like, so right now I'm working from home and I think that's another reason why I don't feel all the holiday cheer and craziness because I'm used to working in a high, fast-paced environment and having, I don't know, just a lot of holiday cheer around me. When I was working in retail, when I was working at Claire's long ago, I used to love the hustle and bustle of the mall, believe it or not, Black Friday and beyond. I loved it. I loved getting dressed up into like all the holiday jewelry and stuff that we had to do there. And I loved the craziness. I loved all the sales. I loved everyone running around, like having to eat fast having a break, like the holiday music playing in the background, echoing throughout the store. I love that. I love that so much. It literally makes me miss working in retail. Never thought I would say that. And then after that, you know, the coziness of being in the restaurant where I was working, like the fireplaces alive and people feeling the holiday cheer, like being able to decorate with the poinsettias all around the restaurant and having our bartenders, we would sometimes hang up our stockings along the bar. Just like, I don't know, just cute, lively energy being around so many people. I think that's, I don't know. I think that's like a clue in for my future that maybe this working from home thing is not what I'm cut out for necessarily, but who knows what the future holds, right? But these are the things that would bring magic to the holidays, like the hustle and bustle of retail, the coziness of the restaurant, like actually working in it was something special to me and that brought the magic to life, even though it would be crazy. Same thing with like being on the dance team back in high school and college and like finding a fun, energetic holiday song to dance to, dancing with candy canes, being goofy and choreographing something special and magical. I'm going to keep using the word magical because really like life is all about finding the magic, especially into adulthood. I think that that's so necessary and something we don't do enough. But also, see, here I am getting emotional already. Also just remembering like slowly but surely the lights going up and driving through the city, driving through the small towns and seeing people's houses become slowly decorated with their lights and their trees and grandma's house becoming decked out with even the Christmas plush animals and the pillows and oh man, all just the special things. The smell of chocolate chip cookies. Oh, as soon as you could pull into her driveway, you would smell them. And just all the special things, you know, the family time, the family traditions, waking up on Christmas morning before my parents and like looking at the tree and like really wanting to go down there and unwrap everything. And there's just so many beautiful moments. And I don't know, with all these changes in my life over the last few years and getting older and as we grow up, things change. People change, we lose people, we gain new people in our lives, traditions die out, new traditions are born, like, but there's something so warm and fuzzy about the holiday season. And even with all the sad emotions and like the melancholic feelings of the season, like it is so beautiful. And I want to keep that energy alive. I just want to share some beautiful stories. I remember specifically this one time when I was old enough to drive, but not so old. Honestly, I might have been in college, maybe late high school, just going over to my grandma's house, showing up there to like ask her a question or drop something off. And she just had like plates and plates and trays worth of chocolate chip cookies. And I'm like, Grandma, where are you going to put all these cookies? She's like, some for the neighbors this way, some for the neighbors that way. You guys will take some we'll have here on Christmas morning, all these things. And just like, the magic of it, the sights, the smells, the walking through downtown Chicago, seeing the Christkindl market lit up, freezing your literal ass off, your fingers, you can't even feel them. But the magic of the big giant Christmas tree being lit up, getting a hot cocoa to try and warm yourself, all of just the beautiful art and snacks that are available to us along the road is just, it's just beautiful. And I want to evoke all of these special feelings with everyone. So with all that being said, I want to continue to spread the cheer. I'm going to just share a few stories that listeners wrote into me. Thank you to those of you who played along. I'm excited to share your stories, and I hope that this can be as special for you as it has been for me. I'm excited to just continue. I want to just spread the joy this year. I think the world really needs it. And I want to evoke these feelings. I want to share these feelings with you all because they're special. They're damn special and they're important. And I'll be damned if we lose them in light of all the crazy, wild stuff happening in our world, right? Like, we have to remember the good stuff and focus on that. So here I am spreading the damn holiday cheer. So I have a few little short snippets that I want to share with you. And these are all from anonymous people. And I actually love this. So the first one I have to share, someone's favorite memory, is every year watching Christmas Vacation with my family. Always makes me laugh. I've also always been a huge fan of Christmas cookies. The wreath cookies with the little cinnamon candies are top tier. Happy holidays, everyone. Totally true. How come I haven't really I guess I touched on cookies and like desserts a little, talking about my grandma's chocolate chip cookies, but just the desserts of the holiday season are like what elevate this to the next level. Seriously. Logan and I, my partner and I, have been watching the Holiday Baking Championship, and just the creativity and deliciousness that comes across our screen is phenomenal. People are so talented, and there are so many like traditional holiday desserts, and I love it so much. So yes, the wreath cookies with the cinnamon candies. I'm not a big fan of the cinnamon candies, but I'm just thinking about, oh my gosh, see, this evoked another memory in me. One year specifically, there was a craft sale and bake sale in the town where I grew up. And I remember going with my mom, and God rest her soul, just running around, and it was like fill a plate of cookies for like a certain amount. And like, we filled that plate up. There was all different kinds, and like local bakers, like local home bakers, just bringing their family's traditions to, the local church or wherever it was held. Oh my gosh. And sharing that. Amazing. I need to find something like that. It is only December 2nd when I'm recording this. So like, I have plenty of time to fully embrace the season. Which, speaking of, if you'd want to embrace the season even more, follow me on YouTube for Vlogmas. But anyway, the next memory that I have to share is, again, anonymous, but it says this. I remember when I was a little girl, I was 8 years old, and I got one of the Barbie airplanes. That had to be one of my favorite gifts ever. I can't wait to do this for my future daughter that I have someday. I can't wait for you to share that too. Like, even if it's not like a physical toy or something that is passed down, it's like that feeling that's passed down, like the special moment, gifting someone something that they really want, they really love, they'll really enjoy. Even though I am like so anti overconsumerism, especially during the holidays, like it is so special. And I love the gift giving aspect of this time of year. It makes my heart so full to give gifts, to receive gifts. Like, it is just so special. So yes, I love that one. Thank you for sharing that. The next little memory is this. Growing up, my mom used to take me and my siblings to see the Christmas tree downtown New York City. Wow. We would come back around 11 p.m. and drink hot chocolate and open presents at midnight. Now, since I have my own little family, I'm starting my own tradition. I have no idea who this could be from, and I'm literally like in tears thinking about that. That's so beautiful. New York City Christmas tree lighting. Wow. That's got to be so special. And the idea of like the midnight striking and opening gifts, and just that's such a special, like a whole night of special special things, special traditions. I love that so much. And I love that you're passing that on with your own little family. Congratulations on doing that. That is so special. I just love that. This next little story that was written in that I'm excited to share sounds like a favorite memory. When my wife and I were still newly dating, we were celebrating Christmas Eve at my parents' house. We were playing Cranium or some other game like that where you had to do multiple different types of things to advance. My wife and I were on the same team, and we drew a ventriloquist type activity where I would have to move her arms, legs, etc. to act out whatever it was on the card, and it was her job to guess what it was that I was making her do. For context, it's important to know that my wife was born and raised on a farm. So the action that I was having to get my wife to do was juggling. I'm thinking this would be super easy. So I go behind her and take hold of her arms and start moving them up and down in the opposite motion that you would expect as someone juggling balls or pins or etc. She got so excited and screamed, "Oh my gosh, I know this, milking titties." Referencing how one would milk a cow. Needless to say, we were all in tears from laughing. I mean, how often does one hear those words screamed out at a family function? Okay, this was like the best way to end off these stories. That is amazing. That is so funny and classic. Like that's like a Christmas movie classic, something you would see in like a goofy Hallmark Lifetime movie where like I just love that. That's a great story. Thank you so much for sharing. I love that we got to have some funny silliness in with this episode. That was like totally the goal, totally the idea. I love it. Oh my, thank you for sharing. Everyone who participated in this fun little activity and community podcast episode, thank you so much. It means the world because honestly, maybe this was just me doing this for myself because I have needed a little extra push and a little extra love this holiday season, a little extra cheer because I'm still navigating a lot of grief, and the holidays, they invoke that even more to like another level. So to be able to hear these stories and have them shared with me, it's something very special. And I hope that you got something out of this as well, even if it's just a little bit of comfort, a little bit of joy. And I thank you so much for being here as always. It truly does mean the world to me. The last segment of this episode, which is arguably my favorite every time, is something I get to share a song with you that has been on repeat based on my Spotify. I'm also still waiting for my Spotify Wrap to come out, so I'm excited to hear when that eventually does. A song I've been listening to on repeat is Synergy by Timmy Trumpet and Dubs. I have been getting back into dancing more consistently, which I've been loving, and this is just like a fun, bouncy, I don't know if it's necessarily house, but like bouncy energy song. So I'm going to recommend that to you right now. Also on here is When December Comes by Club Mickey Mouse, which has been obviously on repeat because I've been playing my holiday soundtrack. Okay, it is the holiday season. I'm ready to embrace it to the fullest extent. So I've been listening on repeat to my holiday playlist as well, which I can have linked here for you. I will have my holiday playlist linked in the show notes. It has just some songs that I love for this time of year, but specifically songs that you may never have heard of before, or songs that different artists, the classics by different artists, et cetera, et cetera. So hopefully you get something out of that as well. Yeah, I think that pretty much concludes the things I want to talk about today. Like I said, I'm just here to bring some holiday cheer. I hope that you got something out of this, even if it was a giggle, a smile, a tear, encouraging you to really feel your emotions this holiday season, whether it's grief, happiness, joy, sorrow. It doesn't matter. It's about feeling it and feeling them authentically, allowing yourself to do that. So honestly, I hope that you got to do this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking on this, and consider checking out my other areas of content if you enjoyed something that you heard in this podcast. Once again, thank you, and happiest of holidays. I'll catch you in the next one.